everybody. I decided to jump in live here today because I'm just really excited to share something with you. I know that you're probably suffering from what we call rule driven eating spiral. So, what is the rule driven eating spiral? This is a pattern where dieters consistently adhere to specific food rules that are either self imposed or dictated by various diet plans, health coaches, societal norms. And in this spiral, dieters feel compelled to strictly follow these rules, believing that doing so will lead to weight loss and better health. Now, what happens is this creates a very rigid relationship with food where meals and snacks are planned around these rules rather than listening to their own hunger signals and their own fullness signals, your body's wisdom that it has that you were born with. And this creates this rigid relationship with food that is very complex and it's complicated, and it leads to deprivation. It leads to anxiety around food choices and an unhealthy preoccupation with dieting, as well as feelings of failure and guilt and shame when those rules are broken. Do you resonate with this? If so, please comment below. Now, there is a way to get out of this rule-driven eating spiral, which is my unique solution to help the burned out dieter and this spiral. Just get out of this spiral, end this spiral, and really start trusting themselves without the rules so they feel nourished in their body and their mind. And I wanted to share what that solution is with you today. So this solution encompasses 3 pillars of trust. Pillar number 1, we call mind trust. So our very first focus is to help you change the neural pathways in your brain as it relates to your beliefs around food, eating, and your body. So having mind trust allows you to throw away all those food rules, and the food restrictions, to bust through any limiting beliefs that you have around food, eating, and your body, and realize that, hey, you did not fail. All those diets have failed you. Now, these beliefs can often go back to childhood and messages that you've received around eating and the pressure to perhaps look a certain way. Now, in this pillar, you actually learn to recognize the diet mentality in all forms and identify these limiting beliefs that you hold, and really understand that those beliefs are what's causing you to self-sabotage each and every time. Because only then will you be able to really reframe these beliefs into more empowering true beliefs and break through the blocks that hold you a prisoner to diet and, yes, these food rules and body shame. Pillar number 2 is hunger trust. Now, when you have this healthier mindset in place, the next area of focus is to ignite your inner signals of hunger and fullness and learn to trust them. So when you have hunger trust, you are able to know the difference between physical hunger and emotional hunger, and then know how to respond to each with full trust. When you know how to tune into your thoughts and your feelings and your body, you allow those inner signals that you were born with to really guide your eating. And this is key to breaking free from the pain of dieting and to end this driven eating cycle. Next pillar is food trust. Now, the third area of focus, yes, it is about food. And this is where you become empowered to make your own food and nutrition decisions. Now, when you have food trust, it allows you to feel empowered to know that the nutrition decisions you are making for yourself are unique to you, because no 2 people are the same, right? And it'll enable you to make decisions that nourish your body so you can be well, you can be healthy, and you can truly live a beautiful life. So when you have food trust, you are fueling your body with foods that truly honor your health and nourish your body. You will move in a way that feels good. Both nutrition and movement are key to you taking the best care of yourself. So when you achieve food trust, it allows you to ultimately treat your body with respect, treat it with dignity, and meet all its needs. Now, these are the 3 pillars that are in the solution that I've just shared for you to break this cycle of the food rules, right? So here's the thing. When you have all three of these pillars together, you will be free of dieting. You will be free of food rules. You will eat foods you love without worrying about overeating. You will no longer binge eat. You will feel confident in your food choices. You will feel confident in your body. You'll get dressed in the morning in one outfit, not a gazillion outfits. You'll love the way it looks. You'll love the way you feel. You'll go out to dinner with your friends. You won't have food worry or food anxiety. You'll appreciate and have gratitude for your amazing body that keeps you alive every single day. But here's what happens. When you combine pillars 1 and 2, remember, mind trust and hunger trust, again, you'll be free of dieting, knowing you will never diet again. You will be confident in knowing I will never go on another diet. You'll hear and honor your hunger and feel that, respect the fullness, and of course enjoy meals without guilt. But if you don't have pillar 3 in place, that's the food trust pillar, then the sneaky diet mentality is going to show up, and you will second guess your food choices because you still will have foods that you might consider quote unquote trigger foods that, maybe you haven't made peace with those foods. So that sneaky diet mentality, you know what? It's also fueling that body worry, and that fuels the dieting cycle. So ultimately, you'll lack food and body confidence. Now, when you have pillars 2 and 3 in place, so as a reminder, that's the hunger trust and the food trust pillars in place, you will hear hunger signals. You'll feel your fullness signals. Amazing. You will enjoy your meals with great satisfaction. You'll invite all foods into your eating world. You'll be making peace with those quote unquote trigger foods, right? You'll feel confident in your choices. But if you don't have the pillar 1 in place, the mind trust pillar, the food police will cause you to doubt those hunger and fullness signals that you're feeling. How can I be hungry? I just ate an hour and a half ago, is what you might hear in your head, right? So intuitive eating then just becomes the hunger fullness diet. Now, when you combine pillars 1 and 3, mind trust and food trust, you will be free of dieting. You'll know, okay, I'm never going to diet again. I don't have any trigger foods. I'm confident in my choices. But if you don't have that third pillar, the second pillar, which is what? Hunger trust. You're not going to be able to distinguish between a physical and an emotional hunger. You're not going to be able to recognize these things, and therefore will have to rely on food rules to tell you what and when to eat. So this is why you must have all three of these pillars in place. And I promise, if you are having any of the problems I mentioned earlier around your eating, I can guarantee that you are missing one or more of these pillars. This is why all three are crucial. Now, I'm going to show you and break down this entire framework with slides and images. So if you're a visual learner like I am, this may be easier for you to grasp when you see the visuals and the slides that I'm going to be using on Thursday. I'm going to be running a brand new training. It's called the Intuitive Eater Framework, your A to Z blueprint to trusting yourself with food and never dieting again. It's happening this Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. I highly encourage you to register. I will drop the link below. You can absolutely send me a direct message if you don't see the link. I would love for you to join me. I will lay this all out for you with some how-to steps as well. And that's about it. I will send the replay if you can't make it live, but I do hope that you will join me. So if you have any questions on anything I just shared, please comment below, share your takeaways from something I've just mentioned, and be sure to register for this Thursday's training on this exact solution that I've just laid out for you today. Have an amazing day, and I hope to see you Thursday.